What up, Wheatfield? What up, y'all's Wheat? What it do? Welcome back to the Wheatfield, y'all. Welcome to you. If you new, hey, welcome to you too. This is your girl Lottie here at Terrace Wheat Pro Show. You show enough never know what you're gonna get, beloved. We are a channeled messenger, a spiritual reader, and we're bringing a spiritual message. We're going to have a spiritual chat, is what Spirit said. Hey, Jean, thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate you. Great day to you. Hopefully, you have a great day on purpose, too. So, Spirit said we're going to have a spiritual chat. It was giving us the energy of remaining calm, right? I do feel some spiritual turbulence. I know some of it is relative to some things that we're experiencing personally. Y'all know testimony to Tarot, right? We always face with some form of uncertainty, some sort of battle or something to get through. And it's given like just a track over life in general, right? The trials of the chosen are not easy. And those who have a different type of, I don't know, I'm hearing things like spiritual gifts, like our purpose, our destiny, right? We are prepared very early, right? So you could experience a lot of hardships in life, like one relationship or we're in another relationship and situation. And I'm talking about relationships with parents, I'm talking about with siblings and family and romantic relationships, relationships with peers on the job, career, like all of it, right? It's given like we know we're just making it personal because we feel it for us too, but it seems like relationships as a child was difficult, traumatic, relationships with boyfriends and love interests and stuff like that was always difficult. It was very, very hard and traumatic. We were reading up on malignant narcissism because our last person was a narcissist. And I think that I've dealt with quite a few narcissists if we look at the definitions and the characteristics. All of us have characteristics, but the degree and whether or not you actually have the disorder is different. And we know a lot of people with the disorder don't go get help because they don't think anything is wrong with them, right? It's that grandiose syndrome. Think it's everybody else's fault. So my dad was a narcissist, definitely classic narcissist. So he was the first, I was the golden child. So as long as I behaved and I performed, I was quiet, and I pretty much didn't get in trouble. And I can see some of it because I lean a lot on achievements and things that we're doing to produce to say that we are worthy, right? Oh, thank you. No, I'm not in a WNBA. I was definitely sports challenge, like coordinated challenge when I was young. All the coaches, they wanted me to either play basketball or do cross country or tennis or something, and I was a bookworm. Like my nose was in the books. Thank you so much, though. I appreciate the compliment. But yeah, and because I was the oddity and frequency, I didn't always connect with a lot of people, so I always felt a sense of isolation and just trying to figure out like how could I always be good enough to connect with people, right? So it kind of gave me like a people pleasing type of complex, but I look like an athlete. Yeah, again, like I said, that's been the thing, right? But I'm so not. I'm so not. Like, we would play high school basketball, and I couldn't even remember who was on my team. How are you supposed to remember when everybody dressed in white? We ain't got on colors or nothing. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, anywho, I'm much better coordinated in this day, and I actually like sports, so that's cool. That's different. Development, right? We probably could have swam, but we were afraid of deep water until we took a deep water class so we can get over it. Yeah, but Philly in the house. I love Philly. I'm a Philly Eagles fan. They are one of the early NFL teams to have a black quarterback, Mr. Randall Cunningham, and so I have some really cool stuff from Randall Cunningham. But what I'm getting to is that somebody who has spiritual gifts and a very heavy purpose, like you um, may have gone through a lot of traumatic relationships, and it could still be plaguing you in terms of your internal frequency and internal resonance. Like you may be prone to think about like what's coming next, because something always tends to come next. There's always something getting ready to happen. You could also be thinking like being on alert all the time, like something is like always going on, a storm is always brewing, right? Something is always happening, so you are prepared for something to happen. It's giving survivability, it's giving, just gotta stay ready. And therefore, your system is always on high alert type of energy. If your system is always on high alert, that means you don't have an internal core of peace, of calm. And we're moving away from the word peace. So we're using calm and tranquility. And when you look up the definition of calm, it means to I looked it up, so we're gonna pull it out, right? So thank y'all so much for tapping in. You know what it is. It's your girl Lottie here at Tears of Wheat Tarot Show. You sure never know what you gonna get. Thank you so much, Jean, for having your sword out. We would like to have calm and positivity in the chat, right? Because we healing over here. We healing. That's the purpose, right? We are growing. We are developing so that we can reach our highest selves, our highest potentiality. And in order to do that, to have a calm internal state is where we manifest from, beloved. Yeah, it definitely is. Hey, sis. Hey, Clarity Empress in the house, the spiritual lounge. If you guys are not up on Clarity, please check her out. She's awesome. Thank you so much, Jean. You are just like on it today. I appreciate you. But this definition of calm, it says not showing, which was the first part. And I was like, just not showing it, but not showing or feeling nervousness, anger, or other strong emotions. It says the absence of violent or confrontational activity within a place or a group, right? If it is a noun, and to use it as a verb means to make someone tranquil and quiet, to soothe them, right? And then under verb, it gives an example of I took him inside and tried to calm him down. And that is what clicked for me, right? It was giving me like your spirit, somebody, your soul is calling you, trying to bring you inside so that you can calm down. To be calm, tranquil, and serene is that space we get into so that we can manifest more calmness, more tranquility, more serenity in our lives. If we are internally turbulent, like the winds are always blowing, hurricane and tornado, you could feel it even if you don't show it, right? That's where that first definition kind of hit me like, oh wow, there you don't appear to be upset, you appear to be calm, but do you feel it? Because if you appear to be calm and you don't feel it, you're just masking, right? The internal conflict, the war that's going on, the raging of the winds that's going on within you. And what we manifest is what's going on inside of you, not what you look like and not what you appear to be. That's the mask. Hey, Ms. Lauren, thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate you. Communication is going on, issues with communication. We're going into Mercury retrograde. We're in pre-shadow and then retrograde energy, and then we'll have post-shadow. So communication could be foggy for a minute, and I thank you guys so much for hanging around. Also, communication. If the live gets staticky, it is not the device. It is the energy, right? Sometimes entities want us to speak on stuff and it can come out clear and is no interruption. And sometimes what we're talking on, they just don't want you to get it. They would rather cause the interference, make you tap out because your ears are disturbed by the static, and then you miss it. So if you can hang on in there, If you can rock with your girl, I'm saying like it's the Tears Louis Tarot show. You sure enough never know what you're gonna get. We talking about being at war inside. Like it may be a tranquil forward facing, like you look calm, but there's a whole bunch of ish going on up in here, and somebody's soul is calling you to come in so that they could really help you work out what's going on so that your inner environment matches what you're projecting on the outside, so therefore you get that same energy back is what we get. So if y'all can hang on in there while we get this cold ass Crisco out the can and into the pan, and the Alpha Omega gonna come in and turn the heat up. We gonna get you cooking, and we already know what somebody's soul is calling them to come in so that they can calm down. And you can work through some internal issues that may have been plaguing you for a very long time, for somebody since birth. Like you could have been dropped into a turbulent situation, family, friends, cousins, your first friends, which is cousins, siblings. It's given every relationship since. Right? It could be the same type of energies and entities you meet in every arena of life throughout the decades, beloved. And what is that doing to you on the inside in terms of your trauma response, your defense mechanisms, your coping mechanisms? Are you wearing a mask of calmness while you're warring on the inside? Are you always prepared for the next storm because the storm is still raging on the inside? Are you able to get to a place of tranquility, calmness, or are we even still using less powerful words, our speech, right? Our thought patterns like peace, where peace is delivering, the universe is delivering us bits and pieces of things. You don't feel the fullness, you don't feel the wholeness, you don't feel the completeness of it. It's giving your heart's desires and having your needs met. If you are getting bits and pieces of your needs met, then it's always like you still are looking for something. It's giving a lack mindset. It leads us to scarcity, right? We don't feel whole. We don't feel complete. We feel like something's broken and we feel like something's missing. An unknown caller. Somebody, who the fuck is stalking you? This stalker just keeps coming up. The entity that's stalking you. Yeah, that's what they just gave me. There's an entity that's stalking somebody. It's something that's following you. And it has been with you ever since you came in, like it's came in with you because of the soul contract you have and what you signed up to do. That's what it's given. I just heard like the hammer or the shoe drop or like even a gavel. Gavel energy. 3 is giving knocking. We ask for the Most High God to send our protection, protectors. The Most High God to send our protectors of all of our 7 seals. Let every gate be guarded, beloved. Let us be protected from any foe, from any adversary that seeks to stop us from reaching our destiny. We accept the things that have happened as we are growing and we are developing. We are grateful for our strength and for our knowledge and for our awareness. Please reveal unto us what we need to see, what we need to hear. Check in. See, somebody's spirit wants them to check in. Right, and this card actually came out yesterday. I want to catch up and make sure everything is going well. Right, it's not just like, I don't know why I'm getting a difference between like somebody saying, oh, I'm good, I'm fine, when we say we fine, everything is not fine. Like that is cold word for like fucked up, insecure, and nuanceical type of energy. That is not fine. That is you wearing a mask looking like something while on the internal is something totally different. Right. And if a person that's in relationship, they say, what's wrong with you? Oh, I'm fine. I'm good. You know that look, they better do some more investigation to find out why you don't feel safe in telling them what's actually wrong with you. I say, oh, see, safety. Do you even feel safe enough to discuss what's actually going on with you? Reconnect with you. I know it's been a while, but I miss you being in my life. Yeah. Somebody has definitely been turned into a diamond. is what it's given. And we have been picking up diamond in the rough energy, right? Look, they right, that fine, when they say they fine, look, you know something going on, right? And it's giving stalking energy. Yeah, and it's like I don't know, this is giving me the skull. It's like trying to end something before it even gets started, right? It's like trying to weaken you, to stop you, to prevent you from doing what you came to do. You signed up to do something. So whoever this is for, you definitely have a very significant soul contract. It's giving 144 vibes, like you are part of the collective that is supposed to change the vibration. Like we tip the scale, and once the resonance and the frequency reaches a certain level, then we can all begin to ascend. And it's not like, oh, just an elected chosen few to ascend. We just do the work to change the frequency. Light workers, we are alchemists, we are transmuters, we are taking dark energy and we are changing it to light, right? And that is why somebody is being called in to reconnect with their soul, because in you is where the healing begins. Yeah, yelling is here. See, if you grew up in a household where yelling is prominent, it's giving yelling and desperation, right? Like scarcity, like needs not being met. I'm in a bind and I don't have anybody to reach out to. Right? You may not feel supported. You may not have a lot of people to talk to that even understands what you're going through. And sometimes trying to explain to them what you're feeling is just more work, and you just be like, that's just too much. I might as well just deal with it within myself. Is what it's given. Like if I was to try to talk about some of the trials of the chosen that I experienced, or even the things in developing the gift, a lot of people they're not going to understand it because they don't experience it. It's not a part of their world, right? So they may be able to think about it, conceptualize it, but they're not going to get it from a heart space. We're not really going to be able to truly connect over that. And it's difficult because when you have that frequency, and if other people don't understand it, you can feel isolated, right? You can feel like there's a lack of connections in people who actually check in on you, because you might be wearing the mask of peace, of calm, right? When that's really not what it is. Somebody could be getting to that point of desperation. Like, I'm really in a bind and I don't have anybody to talk to. I don't have anybody to reach out to. And it's given to reach out to you. It's something in you. Your soul is calling you to come in, to check in, to reconnect. Yelling is here. It's giving something with the past, like household, growing up in a household of people who yelled a lot. I do know, like with Blessing, we had got to the point where we started to yell because we just felt helpless. Like we had no idea how to affect this child's behavior. Like, how can we get her back on the right track? How can we get her to listen? And the louder we got, the more she listened. So now we have brought our voice like way down. Like way down. And then she tunes in to hear me. And our conversations are a lot better. But somebody could have picked up the habit of yelling or grew up in a household where a lot of yelling was happening. I'm mad at you and I'm unhappy and I want you to feel badly as I do. Somebody was in a relationship with somebody that yelled a lot. Could be, again, from family all the way to romantic relationships. See the pressure. And we were getting the pressure that's on these diamonds, right? The pressure. And it's like secrets that are being held that are not being told, right? It's a lot of yelling, it's a lot of pressure, it's a lot of it's giving traumatic experiences. And see, look, we were getting support. Like somebody doesn't feel like they have a lot of support, right? It's given like, even if you try to talk to somebody about it, they really wouldn't understand it because they don't understand your track. They don't understand your soul's journey. They don't have the same frequency. They don't experience life the same. It's like two different movies for some reason. I'm seeing like two totally different movies. Like for somebody, they understand that they're in the Matrix, and somebody else feels like they're in Alice in Wonderland. Like it's giving two totally different vibes. Yeah, advocate. See, you are designed to be an advocate. You will find so much fulfillment in working for a charitable cause. What is the charitable cause? What is the charity that we give? It is to raise the frequency, right? The charitable cause is taking on dark energy and transmuting it into light. And you may not even understand why you're doing it. Somebody is a boss. You're supposed to be working for yourself, right? Freedom of location, the freedom is to move around. Like us, we tend to have issues not just with keeping employment, it's not that, but it's like we always have an issue with our manager, and that's weird, right? Like, we are a person that's very supportive and kind and always looking to provide additional value and help, you know what I mean, to push people forward and highlight them that as a support person, that's what we're supposed to do. But then it's like, why is there a sense of intimidation? Like I'm trying to step into your role or position, and that's totally not it. Has anybody ever gone through that? Like, can you look back over your relationships, even at work, and feel like, why do people feel threatened? Why they feel intimidated for some reason? It's giving your light, it's giving your shine, it's giving your power for somebody, even if you're not trying to be that. That's what they receive. It's weird. Yep. Hey, Key, thank you so much for tapping in. Duality is here. Hey, Clarity, yes, beloved. Look, move lightly. When you are trying so hard to control is often what you most need to release. Yeah, definitely release it. When you stop attempting to hold everything in your hands, the universe will lay down a path that is more aligned with you, this boss energy, and let go of what isn't yours, and what is truly meant for you will flow your way. It's definitely your soul calling you in to lay down some things. I'm hearing Angela Winbush and Ronald Isley. Lay your burdens down. I know it says lay your troubles down, but Spirit say lay your burdens down. I'm hearing down. Somebody is supposed to step boldly into their future. We're getting redemption. I saw sinking and lack, and we saw a masculine. It's definitely giving emperor boss energy. Staying in your comfort zone limits your options. Take the leap, and we just shuffled the fool card. We did. We did. We shuffled the fool card before we came on. And there's two of them on both decks. Look at this. The Dreamer, which is the Fool card, and then this one in the Sufi, which is the Fool card. So it's definitely giving new beginning. It's giving coming out of your comfort zone. It's giving the ability to take a risk. Take the leap, and the world's complexity and diversity will bring you more expected rewards and surprises. Yes, but somebody has to think it. They have to believe it. It's giving me heart energy, like to believe it with your heart. And it's very difficult to have the comfortability to step out and go your own way, whether it's entrepreneurship, no matter what the next opportunity or risk is coming, if you have a background of insecurity, scarcity, lack, turbulence type of energy where you weren't able to be calm and tranquil and serene, imaginative, to let creative ideas flow, to go for them, to make mistakes, to make mistakes. As the golden child in a narcissistic dynamic where my father was a narcissist, and my mother could have been seen like a people pleasing type of person as well. Me, I don't really want to make mistakes. I have like this perfectionism type A type of thing. It has to be right. It has to be lined up. It has to be in order. It can't, chaos and disorganization bothers me. I feel like I'm a high achiever. Like I have to have something. Like I got like y'all know how it is. You got plaques and degrees and shit like that. That's the self worth. Like that's where it's at. If I'm not able to produce, if I'm not able to lift something up, then it makes me feel anxious. Like, am I just by myself without the achievements? Am I enough? That's the thing to release. That is the thing to release. It's given like the spirit of unworthiness, like following and kind of reaffirming to me that very same characteristic or just energy, right? So I keep bringing in situations that make me feel like I am not enough. Even though on the surface level I feel like I am, but it's something deeper that says that. Oh, wow. Wow. Be careful. Integrity is coming through. It's definitely giving integrity. It's giving morality, right? It's giving values, right? And ethics. Don't compromise just to please others. No. You are called to stand firm in your own principles, even if they go against the mainstream. Be brave in your authenticity, and your path will become clear. That's what I'm getting. It's like we are definitely different. What? We are only the only type of this type of spiritualist in our family, like that I can even think of. If there is somebody that's into it, they damn sure don't let it show, beloved. It is a secret, which is what we just called out a little while ago. But it's like the ability to stand out and to come forward and be like, this is it. This is how spirit speaks to us. This is why we're different, and just live in it and be bold and out. I mean, like the orange, like be bold and out loud with it. Like it is what it is. You take it or you leave it. Like that's just what it is. And I'm not gonna let anybody change my value or my principles to make them more comfortable. We are out of the comfort zone in that arena and we're getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. Discovery. It's given that somebody is definitely discovering a lot about themselves. You are being called to explore the resources and opportunities not only just around you but within you. It's giving new collaborations, projects, or relationships are drawing near, and the first relationship is within yourself, right? You being able to work with you, with your higher self, your spirit, even your lower selves, right? Like all of your past selves, to pull them up, to integrate them, to take the lessons that you've learned and to transmute the dark energy and change it into light, right? Spiritual birth for somebody. This will call in the type of opportunities and relationships that really mirror and match our internal resonance. It says this spiritual growth will also bring material abundance. Do not fear to pursue it, as unexpected rewards are waiting for you to discover. I'm getting something bold, being called to step out boldly. I'm getting boss. I'm getting freedom of location. But it's something that somebody is denying. Denial. Are you refusing to face the reality about some aspect of your life? This says financial life, but it's not financial. It's just in your life in general. Somebody has a calling, a gift. Your yoke is heavy, and your spirit wants to strengthen you, and it's been using even this spirit to help you do it. So where we look at these entities, like again, it's stalking me, it's trying to stop me, right? It does, and that is its purpose. But it's doing it so that you can persist, you can pursue, you can develop dedication and commitment and resiliency. Like you are able to battle through it because for somebody your yoke is heavy. You need the spiritual. See, faint signal is coming through. The lighthouse's beam, and I immediately read light worker. My eyes had to take another look and make sure it said lighthouse. The lighthouse's beam weakens, hinting that a relationship in your life is waning. The universe urges you to notice this change and adjust your attitude or actions early to prevent a bigger rift. What I'm getting is that somebody's light internally could be waning because you are taking on so much darkness and you need to check in within self so that you can start to transmute it. You can brighten up your light and your lumens and that you will be a lighthouse onto others. The lighthouse guides the way, right? It is the light in the darkness. And they put the light in dark spaces. And that brings me to something that the spirit dropped on us. Somebody has a very deep connection. I mean, very deep connection. And this is given spiritually. It's given like, it's taking me back to a conversation with my niece in Blessing yesterday, where we were looking at the fireflies. They develop their own light, right? Right, and you see them blink, and they're very pretty and majestic. And we were kind of going through that, like when I was young, I looked at them like little bitty fairies, you know what I mean, like little Tinkerbells or some shit. Like they were magical beings to me when I was a kid, and they still are, because I have a childlike spirit. But that's what they remind me of. But when we look out across the grass, right, it's like they were just lighting up and blinking everywhere. And the darker and darker it got, the more luminescent they became, right? It's almost like you could really see like the beauty of their light in the darkness. And that's what I'm getting. Like for somebody being a lighthouse. Not only may you have been born in a very dark situation, but you may be consistently experience dark situations and not understanding why, beloved. For somebody, your strength, this masculine energy, is given your ability to stand like the pillar of the lighthouse against all the waves, all the winds that may be present, so that you could be a lighthouse onto others. Other entities or energies that are in the dark that are trying to find their way out, beloved, or to safe shore, like to the shore. It's giving safety. That's somebody's journey. And you may not understand why you're called to darkness, or why do you feel like darkness is always following you. It's because you're a lighthouse, you're a light worker, you're beaming from the inside out. And you also absorb that darkness to brighten your lumens. You transmute it, you alchemize it. See, somebody is always plagued with adversity. Like that is the story. It's given, I accept challenges are the best way to learn. It is the pressure that's developing you as the diamond. You would not be you without the pressure that this spirit that's plaguing you has. Freedom. You're leading people towards freedom. You are the lighthouse. And lighthouses are strategically put in dark places, beloved. Strategic. I'm seeing the Seven of Swords, and I'm getting that the Most High God has strategically planned to place you in these places so that you can be a lighthouse onto others, beloved. Empathy. So others. Anything else in here? Thank you to the Most High. Did you want that? I do see love. You want this? You want this too? All three? Which one first? This one? Relationships. See that? Relationships. Right, I'm talking about adverse relationships, very challenging relationships, and I'm getting in every arena or area in life, from parenthood to siblings to cousins to friends to and peers and bosses, like everything. It's like, why do I keep finding myself dealing with this same type of energy, this same type of adversity? It is the pressure that's being put on you to make the diamond, beloved, and even the darkness, you take it and you transmute it and build more light so that you can be a lighthouse onto others, guiding them to freedom. That is the charitable cause that somebody has taken on. But at the same time, it's giving me that the star is bottled up. Like, who's there to help you, counsel you through? Who better understands than the highest version of you? Yeah. Can you imagine that's what you came to do? Like this spiritual type of work? I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. And that's what we were getting in terms of like being able to calm and soothe self so that your internal environment matches even the coolness of what you project. Right? Is really, really managing the storm and the wind internally so that you can even calm and bring in more calming and soothing and tranquil things. Because you do walk through so much darkness, you are faced with so much adversity. Yeah, guilt. It's like give and release it. Don't be guilty if you have to disconnect from certain things. Releasing beliefs that no longer assist in your soul's growth, right? If you are changing how you connect, how you commune in the spirit, how you ground yourself, right? How you, again, that soul connection, being very intimate, right? So that you can self-soothe. They don't feel guilty that is not based on your family tradition. See, self-soothing. How do you bring about this? And I'm getting a sense of wholeness, calm, serenity, tranquility. I am a being of love, and we did have love, and I think we guess we shuffled it. Yeah, so we showed it though. Pretty sure we held it up. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. And it's not getting that you just release it; it's giving that you transmute it, like you change it. Right? It's your ability to change it. Forgiveness is here, and it's something with loneliness, and we see discipline. And I was picking up discipline on that masculine card. It does give me a sense of loneliness, though, like that energy of it, because people can, it's even given sympathize, but not necessarily empathize. And it's a difference, right? Sympathy is like, oh yeah, I get it, I can understand it. But empathy is like if I was in your shoes going through what you went through, then I can understand I probably would do that too. Or I can see how you did it based on you being you and the experiences and the decisions you had to make. I understand how you did that thing. I can connect with you on that level. It's a deeper level. See, acceptance. Like being able to accept people and empathize, to put yourself in their shoes as if you were walking it and giving them some sort of level of acceptance. Being a lighthouse, helping people free themselves. Anything else? This? Anything else in here? Yes. That. This. Blame is here. It's giving helping people release blame and even self accept responsibility for their own well being. We must do that, right? You know, we must make sure that we are transmuting and alchemizing the darkness so that our light stays bright and that it can go out further. Right? It's giving like the brighter your light is, the greater your range, the greater your reach. So it's definitely some things for you to surrender to. You may need to surrender to guilt. Yeah, because maybe you're changing relationships. It could be, you know, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. It's giving that empathy and that connection. They want us to put that there. See yourself in everybody. And I am picking up abundance coming in. Like this is the space where your true abundance will be revealed. Like delivered onto you is like being fully embodied in the advocacy, like what it is that you came to do. This one. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I do. I thank you so much for your energy, for your thumbs up, for your tolerance of the message that we're bringing, right? We are not always ready to hear certain things, right? See, shine your light. It's your light. You want this one? Is this your ability to shine this light? And it was giving me like the brighter you shine, the greater your reach. Can you imagine this lighthouse being out there in the middle, like on the shore, by the sea? Is very, very dark, and you're taking on this darkness alone. Is giving me that loneliness card because it's not lighthouse next to lighthouse, right? It's not. It's like lighthouse, and then however far down, then it's another lighthouse, right? Because the light goes around like 360 and it's calling things in. It's telling you where is the safety, where is the shore. But the more darkness you absorb, the greater your light gets, the more you're able to shine and illuminate, and the further your reach is. So it's definitely about transmuting darkness. And for somebody, your soul is calling you to come in and to check in, to reconnect. And if you are not doing certain things, like again, grounding yourself, calming. And I'm getting for somebody, I'm seeing you literally need to go outside and put your feet in the grass and just either sit there, um, and allow the energy of Gaia to come up and to refuel you, to recharge you. Yeah, look, spiritual abundance. It's definitely giving that abundance. And judgment is here. What's behind judgment? Grief. Yeah. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Everybody is experiencing their own form of grief. But we understand that to experience grief means that we can develop appreciation for having that thing. Like losing something is the way that we learn to appreciate it. Yeah, transformation. Somebody's going through a transformation. And this purple is really giving me your intuition and your spiritual gifts. It's giving that the Most High God is cooking up something. It says, thank you, Zakiel, for supporting me to transform from my past challenges. What was the past challenges? It could be guilt, you moving away from family traditions. It could be the yelling and the pressure that you went through as a child, tough relationship in every arena, beloved, the adversity. The spirit of this adversity and challenge that's been with you ever since you've been with you. Spirit animal is coming through. I'm seeing tiger, right? And manifesting miracles. Thank you, Orion, for manifesting your miracles in my world. In Orion energies, Aryan, which was translated to Orion, Orion and Orion are the same, right? But those energies tend to be hostile, right? They are controlling. They want to use your energy and puppeteer. And they use people. They attach themselves to individuals to perform their work. So when we talk about in the evil eye, like dark entities are using this person or using these people, it could definitely be an Orion energy that's assigned to you, attaching itself and using and puppeteering other people to place adversity and pressure on you. But you have spiritual support. You are surrounded. And that's why we were getting the 7 protectors. Right, your protectors to guard your 7 seals, to guard your 7 channels. Right, it's protecting what's most sacred within, which is your soul, your real you. And it says, dear angels, it says, the card says, dear angels, I allow you to support me as I grow to become more spiritually aware. Spiritual aware to a place of spiritual abundance, right? It's giving freedom of location. Like eventually you won't necessarily just be in a static or a stable lighthouse where you're here planted in one region. You may be a lighthouse, like a traveling lighthouse, where you go here into this dark place and you assist. You go here in this dark place and you assist. It's like that boss energy. You are able to move around and to do a thing. Could this look like? You could be a spiritual speaker. You could be a motivator. You could be inspirational. You could be lifting people up. You could be, helping them resolve issues of the heart, emotional issues, mental issues, help them think about these concepts differently. And you could be traveling while doing it. You could be doing seminars and workshops all over the place. And the spirit may be doing something in your life to give you this space. They want you to come in and reconnect. Broken mirror is here. So I don't know if these broken pieces are relative for you, the spirit that's plaguing you. We pray for wholeness. We ask for the completeness of our spiritual inheritance, our spiritual help, and our spiritual gifts. Thank you. This one. Spiritual attack. Didn't we say somebody was under attack? Spiritual attack. And you have been under attack ever since birth for somebody. Yeah. Toxic love situations, toxic connections. Yeah, but look, and here's that light coming through. A spotlight, a lantern. Shine your light. This lighthouse spotlight energy. We see audience, right? Somebody in your past could have been self-absorbed, but I'm not getting that. It's getting you're supposed to be in it's giving forefront. It's giving front runner. I'm seeing outranker. It's something about the pressure and the attacks that you've been under that has put you under such extreme pressure. You have been turned into this diamond, beloved. It's giving. We were getting diamond in the rough earlier messages, and now we were seeing that fortune card. We were getting diamond had been polished, and I think it was either yesterday, which would have been 7/2/2025 or 7/1/2025. One of those series of messages we did, the spirit brought through us because we don't say shit. It is the spirit channeling it, right? They said that the diamond in the rough only needed to be cut and polished. And to be cut and polished, it was giving me iron sharpens iron type of mentality, which is why somebody could feel lonely, like you don't feel connected. And even if you connect to people, they don't understand it. Why? Because iron sharpens iron, beloved. Who on your frequency understands it, could really connect to you on a deep empathetic level to understand what the fuck you're going through? It's not a lot of people that do that, right? Unemployed is coming through. So if somebody has a job separation, I'm getting that it's giving you space and freedom, right? Toxic love and love affair is coming through. I don't know what that is, and I'm getting hitting rock bottom. So this could be again somebody attached, an entity is attached to a person that you had a toxic love situation with. It could have been a love affair. They could have went off to a karmic and had a fucking love affair. It could have been third party energy, and whoever the fuck it is, either it brought you to rock bottom or your karmic is at rock bottom. One of the two. Energy is giving like stuck energy, like you can't move. I'm seeing the Eight of Swords. We're going to get the tarot on this because I saw the Eight of Swords and I saw the Seven of Swords. This. Yeah. Desire. Yeah, look. Self-pleasure. Shit. Sexual thoughts and intense feelings. As it, look, here's planning as we were seeing the Seven of Swords. I don't know. It's definitely giving meet up energy. Like you need to meet up with your soul. You need to plan some space and time. Like you need to figure out how you're gonna commune. And it's even giving me the days of the week. Cause yesterday we spoke on moon days and where the moon is to help enhance our spiritual gifts in the energy and the frequency of it, like working with that energy to cause certain things into our life. They told us that if you are looking to return anything to financial abundance, it's given work with the moon when it's in one of the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. If you are looking to lighten your mood, to change it, to help you alchemize the darkness, right? That feeling of loneliness and disconnectedness. Somebody that wanting you to feel uh, a lack of harmony, right? Is given if you want to enhance harmonious energies, that calmness, the serenity, the tranquility within self. Work with the moon to call that in when the moon is in a water sign, Cancer, Pisces. They won't let me say Scorpio for some reason, but it's definitely given Cancer and Pisces, and they brought out Pisces and Cancer yesterday. Who's popping up to you in person? See, that's plan. Ooh, shit. Most High God is planning something for you, beloved, and you don't see it. Anything else in here? Spirit saying no. Look, as we were saying, you don't see it. Look. You don't see it. And it's giving, again, all of this right here. Fighting issues, right? One-sided even being detached from certain things is give I'm hearing detached that true love actually exists. Like true romantic love, those feelings of connectedness, sympathy, that actually likes you and will listen for the sake of understanding. Like, so y'all can know each other, grow, and, become knowledgeable and do that fairly consistently in a disciplined and committed and loyal type of way. Like, those true attributes that makes you wise, right? Yeah, it's giving unfinished business. So I don't know if a person that's gonna pop up on you feels like you guys have unfinished business. This could be somebody from your past. We are going into Mercury retrograde, so be careful about some say some shit to get back in your good graces because they tired of just wandering around in the fucking dark, beloved, and they ready to, connect back to their lighthouse. Is what I'm getting. Inferno, see, chaos, jobless, everything is fucking crumbling, and it's given for this person that's planning on. Yeah, they hurting. They hurting. House. Look, secretive. Secrets. And we saw secrets coming through earlier. This person is sneaky. They may even think that you're sneaky, that you're mysterious, that you're secretive, that you're hiding something. Right? But whoever the fuck this person is, they got egg on their face. A shame. Some shit backfired. It's giving that third party lustful situation that they thought they was just gonna fucking jump into. Yeah. And what did I say? They want to run back to the spotlight. They want to run back to you. That's what we're getting. Let's get it to lunch break message. Look, Nine of Pentacles, abundance. Somebody is supposed to be fruitful, or you're getting ready to go into a fruitful season. You may be fruitful at this time, and the spiritual abundance, don't count it out. Right? We said chariot. Chariot is Cancer energy. So he didn't call chariot, but we said Cancer, and that's the chariot. Right? It's given moving forward with some sort of sense of determination. Your spiritual abundance is relative to your physical abundance. You are a limitless being, and you can manifest whatever desire you have for in this physical reality. You can manifest it, but it's something about calming your internal spirit, your internal environment, so that your external can match it. Soul is calling out to you to reconnect. It's like calling you to come in so that they can soothe you, they can calm you. See, you're supposed to be successful. It's something that your soul has set you up to. It's like being set up for victory. You're set up to be victorious. Right? But all these wands tell me that you are battling. Right? Like the Five of Wands, which is before the Six, says it's a battle, it's chaos, it's conflict, it's drama. Like every situation and relationship could be filled with that drama type of energy, but it's given that you're coming out on top of it. It only served to make you victorious. Look, it's watching and learning. And somebody is going to watch you become victorious. It's whoever the fuck this person is. They're watching and seeing you come out winning. Which one? This one? And this one. This one. Tower. See, shit. Inferno. That shit is hot as fuck. Inferno. That's what this say. You collaborating and working on your skills and your talents and your abilities. You working with the spirit. That shit is bringing the house down for somebody or for something. I told you, look, battling. Always battling. Five of Swords energy. What is the battle? Or maybe you are called to bring the tower to some sort of battle. Divine intervention for somebody that's always battling, having somebody come after you. Look, your back is turned, you're walking away, and this person got a sword looking at you. What are they getting ready to do? I'm here to stab you in the back, Kashay. Stab you in the fucking back. When you're around this energy constantly, where you just learn, like boom, like everything blows up. It could be a crumbling. Like you find out that all these people just been stabbing you in your back for this person did, that person did, that person did. It's definitely gonna make you feel a kind of way. Like when you have that realization of how many people stabbed you in the fucking back. And didn't we say this? Didn't we say we felt the Eight of Swords, which was that we had to get to on it because we were feeling Seven of Swords, which is the planning. They brought it out, just not out the tarot, but they said it right here. It's a plan, planning. What's the strategy and who's strategizing? I am getting the Most High God strategizes. It uses everything for your benefit to strengthen you, to build your character development. But it's also given that somebody else is strategizing too. Yeah, and it could be another attempt to hurt you, to attack you. Queen of Wands. See, Six of Wands to the Queen of Wands. You are designed and set up to be some sort of leader. It's giving assertiveness. It's giving boss energy. And you could be in the queen right now as you are continuing to grow and to develop, but then you're going to morph into the king of wands, which is why I was getting a masculine energy at the end of the day, like boss energy, right? And that just means leadership, not just like gift of gab. Yeah, they're a speaker, they're a talker, they are charismatic, they're inspiring, they're full of creative ideas. They understand who they are and they are unapologetic about it. They are not guilty about following their own path. They surrender to guilt and go for it because they are self assured, beloved. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. You got to know it. For somebody, it's something about how you pray, how you meditate, how you connect. The moon and using the energy of that. And we kind of ran through that a little bit already. See, Queen of Pentacles. It's about manifesting your abundance and calling back anything that may have been taken from you. Page of Wands is you using this line, operating on the truth to bring back anything that was taken away from you, to call it up. Judgment. To call it up. To call it back. I'm even hearing free yourself. To free yourself, somebody needs to free their mind, beloved. Look, I told you somebody coming back to betray you. It's a whole nother battle. And I'm getting you working with the spirit that they will stop this divine intervention before this can even persist, before they can even get to it. It's something that you're supposed to be doing. And I'm even getting working tirelessly, like working and working and working and putting in the effort and not getting the result of it. And it's bringing on the energy, the spirit of anxiety. Like your internal system is upset, which is why they're bringing and tell you to come in so that they can calm you, they can soothe you. Because the calmness and the soothe, that energy is what's returning onto you, we. It's like if you work from here, right? The anxiety, look, from the past, it's Six of Cups. This enlightened child with the sun, right? It's an enlightened one with vision and foresight. And it's giving you being able to take this leap, the fool, right? Defense of yourself, your new pathway, all of this shit is coming through. It's giving, like, you work with this energy, the anxiety that has developed from your past. It could be your upbringing, and you're sowing it. Like, this is the energetic will beget. But if you can change that frequency, if you can alchemize it, right, it definitely will give you a whole new beginning. You'll have everything that you need to make this quantum leap, to take the next step on your journey, and it's giving a big leap, right? And whatever the spirit gives you or tells you, that's what you protect. The realness, the trueness to you. You defend it, you fight for it. Six of Wands to the Seven of Wands. As soon as you come out of a fight, a battle, you feel like you won, like, whoo, victorious, we got through it. Look, Seven of Wands to what you still defending yourself. It's still attackers here. Still attackers. But that doesn't mean that you don't go forward. It's giving some sort of, I'm hearing new focus, a new seed to sow. Continue to sow. Like, you come out of that Seven of Wands battle, the next battle, you're going to come out with a whole nother seed to sow. The Page of Pentacles is giving me to the Seven of Pentacles. working with the spirit. Not only did you surpass your abundance of the 10 pentacles, like what's supposed to be the ultimate, but you have something else even further than that, beloved. It's crazy how these things work out. Like how the spirit is using these adversaries, the adversities, these spiritual attacks to actually build you and give you what you need. It's given not only so that you can fight back, but so that you can accomplish your attack. It's like almost like a counterattack that's built into what how they're attacking you. And I don't know if that makes sense, but whoever needs to hear this is gonna get it. It's like you were sent into a battle with some sort of plan of attack. And even though you got dropped into the battle, there's people or entities that are going to come after you. They're going to try and stop you. But everything they do only serves to benefit you if you allow it to. Because even here in the Eight of Swords, you have the ability to free yourself. This is a trap of the mindset, of the thoughts. And that's why the Spirit has been really bringing us messages out of this book, As a Man Thinketh, because it's all in the mind. And we know that because we always talk about, like, in terms of like mental slavery. They may have broken the chains physically, but if the chains are on your mind, then you will still act in a way that keeps you enslaved, I say, keeps you from being free. And a boss with freedom of location, that means you're free. Bringing people to freedom, bringing people to peace. And the first person that you need to free is to free yourself. And that's what I was hearing in Vogue. Free your mind and the rest will follow. If you free your mind in how you do things, your belief systems, how you connect, how you come to wholeness and completeness, right? Others will follow. That light you shine, others will follow. They will come in, they will follow that example, being inspiring and motivating. Free your mind and the rest will follow. And for somebody, I'm picking up a new connection, and I'm hearing the part where it says, be colorblind, don't be so shallow. So the person that you're supposed to connect with could be opposite of you. They could be of a different shade of wheat. Because wheat race is not even a fucking thing. It's a fallacy. Guided by wisdom. That's you, wheat. So they could be a different shade of wheat. They could have a different cultural background. They could have a different ethnicity. They could have differences in heritage, right? So it could be, you could feel like it may be difficult to connect to this person, but I'm getting that it's not, because we operate on principle, beloved. And if we get down to the principle, the wisdom of a thing, then that's where the commonality, is giving smoothing things out, like calming something down, like, oh, I get it. Yeah, oh, I understand that principle. We can talk about it. We can connect over it. Yeah. This. So something with the chakras, Spirit said, calling, have them guard the gates, ensuring that no enemy or foe or adverse energy is attempting to attack you. I am seeing root chakra, right? This red is giving me root, right? Like security. Wands, Queen of Wands is very secure, like she's very confident. She knows who she is. She's tapped into her spiritual gifts, her spiritual abundance, and she's unafraid and unapologetic about moving forward, exercising them and using them. She is a person that's like, her light, her effervescence is very alluring, and it calls people into her. So it's definitely giving me that. You're very fruitful with the Queen of Pentacles. It's about understanding how to expend your energy. There is something for you to learn or to affect in terms of mindset, though. It could be how you see things, perception. And we were just kind of talking about that, right? Like the gem of wisdom is here. Guided wisdom. I'm getting the bird, spiritual wisdom, spiritual guidance, and I'm getting transformation with the. And if you change how you see things, how you think about things, how you communicate things, then other people will see that. And those that are meant to hear and see to believe, they will follow, beloved. Yeah, to be of service. Your charitable cause. That's what it said. Charity, to help people, to guide people through some sort of transition. And we're picking up the energy of forgiveness. And I think we showed forgiveness. We were looking for the love card, which we showed, and then when we looked, we had shuffled and mindlessly shuffling, and we shuffled out forgiveness. Which one, beloved? Forgiveness is giving me intuition again. Yeah, see, look, self worth is definitely confidence. And we were saying Queen of Wands is very, very confident. If somebody is attempting to attack your root chakra or your sacral chakra, they're attempting to affect your security, your feeling of safety, your whether you're in this world, the physical world, your spiritual world, like period, where no matter where you are at, you should be because home is within. To and also is given sacral, like entering into the kingdom and understanding that you have a designated seat, right? This seat has been placed for you. You have already been set up for a success, for you to know it, to feel it, to sense it. Sacral chakra, a lot of people will say sexuality. I don't get sexuality. I get sexuality as a root chakra. That's very basic. But to be intimate with yourself and another person is next level. The way the spirit gives it to us, that's sacral. Our senses, not only just the five senses, but our other senses, at least eight, right? Senses that we can attribute to, your sight, your taste, your smell, your touch, your hearing, and then we have our emotions, right? Number six, we have our spiritual vision, number seven, and we have our connected, our grand consciousness, which is number eight, knowing that we are all connected, therefore we are all whole and we are complete. There's nothing broken in creation and there's nothing missing. Everything that is with us for purpose, even when we don't instinct. Follow your gut. What does your instinct tell you? Right? And something could make you feel insecure so that you don't trust it, that you reject it. This one? Yeah, it's relationships. Something that happened in the past. It set the groundwork for mistrust, where you don't necessarily trust the people that are around you because of the things that have happened, the pressure, the adversity. People turn around to intend to be hostile towards you for some sort of reason, right? Um, and when we don't trust, then we can stay in an energy internally of mistrust. You may not trust yourself. You may not trust your instinct. You may not trust the Most High God, your soul, your spirit space to deliver the highest good onto thee. Like, why am I being put through this? What is the purpose of this adversity in all of these varieties of relationships? Right? How can you turn your energy and alchemize the darkness and tune it to the highest frequency, which is joy and delight, right? For grief and the hardships. What did it do for you? If it pushed you towards your purpose and it strengthens you, that iron is sharpening you, iron sharpens iron type of energy, is giving like, yeah, you're gonna see it and you're gonna understand it and you're gonna appreciate it. And that's what you're supposed to do. It's given that's how you defeat the darkness. Even the darkness that's brewing and raging inside of you. Anything else? Nope. That's it. That's it. That's what we got for this message. We're gonna be back a little bit later, you know what I mean, and bring something else. It may be relative to this energy. It's kind of feeling like a series of events. It feels like it's building up to something. And so what we have kind of been chewing on and working through is not only using the energy of the moon to call things back to you or break certain things off of you, ensuring that we're calling in our spiritual protection to protect every gate, every seal, every entryway, back into self, right? The soul connection, right? It's giving like check in with you, and work on powerful speech, right? We're working on certain words just because the frequency and the resonance phonetically may not be exactly what we're looking for. Like we read a couple of different definitions, and you can kind of, see how they're different. Words sound the same, and they have synonyms and antonyms, and depending on the definition, the word that you're using. And I don't want to confuse the universe, right? In terms of what we're looking for, we're looking for wholeness. We want completeness. We want calm and serenity and tranquility. The ability to soothe self, despite all of those old coping mechanisms and trauma responses that we use to protect ourselves, to know that we are safe always, no matter what is happening. We're always safe. We're always well, beloved. We are. So remind yourself and speak to yourself powerfully. So that is what you are manifesting. No errors, right? We ask the Most High God to receive anything that we have said in error. We did good. We did good. Thumbs up, they said, right? But you can put it in the God box, ask them to bind it up, and cast it down to never return. You are the sower of your seed, every word. Therefore, you get to call them back, and you get to, break whatever you may have placed upon you. Depending on what you went through, you may speak a lot against yourself. Like you may be speaking down or ill upon you. You can have an adversarial relationship with yourself and not even realize it. It's giving free your mind, beloved. Thank you so much. I love you. I do. I love you just like I love me, because that's my capacity. I can't love you any more than I love myself. But it's growing and expanding on a daily. Yeah, because we're here to grow, to learn, to move forward, and it's something calming. It's getting going higher and ascending. It's like I'm seeing a ladder and the rungs of a ladder, and like taking steps up and steps forward. And now I'm seeing this card that says boundaries. It's like you putting a ladder and climbing up over boundaries or things that's blocking you, like this wall or something. Like sometimes we feel like we have to do the hard work to boom, like punch it and bust through. I'm saying like somebody punching bricks and trying to bust through it, but they're like, it's another way. We just gonna give you a ladder. I'm seeing the Ace of Wands, right? And you just put the ladder up against the wall and you fucking climb over it, Ashe. Law of least effort is what's coming through. I love you, just like I love the Alpha and Omega that made me and that made you. To be the infinite intelligence breathing, because the word lives, beloved, it does. And don't let anybody tell you anything differently. To the next now. This one's done. Ashe.